question, but now that LeBron is the all-time leading scorer in NBA history with over 39,000 point careers, also ranking top 5 in assists and still climbing rankings in rebounds, blocks, and steals, all while consistently playing 20-plus seasons at an elite level for an old man, winning 4 championships, 4 MVPs, and making 19 All-NBA teams. Who is better, Jordan or LeBron?
You know, those are some incredible stats.
They are.
Those are some incredible stats. I'm never going to say anything bad about LeBron, I told you. I think he's the 3rd best player I've ever seen play after Michael and Kobe.
It might not be in the team's best interest, in your best interest, to play all 82. Is that something you thought about at all since you made the goal?
That's a goal, but we'll see.
The next day,
I'm available to go and be in the pro. If OBJ shows up, he might score 100.
I twist my ankle, and I had a teammate, David Greenwood. He says, you twist your ankle, young fella. Come over and sit with me. This is you need to. I said, no, man. I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
A big fan of LeBron James went up to Charles Barkley during AQ&A and confidently listed many stats and awards to prove that LeBron James is the greatest ever, believing the numbers alone would win the argument. The moment became tense because Barkley challenged the points instead of accepting theorem. The story also says that recent public comments from Michael Jordan, even though he was not part of this exchange and did not respond to the fan directly, are seen by some people as weakening the status-only case for LeBron, since Jordan talked about my debt, competitiveness, and how greatness is measured beyond just totals. The main idea is that the fan relied only on statistics, while Barkley and Jordan's views focus more on dominance, mentality, and impact, not just career numbers. A LeBron superstar listed many big achievements, like being near the top in assists and still rising in rebounds, blocks, and steals, plus 22 elite seasons, 4 titles, 4 MVPs, and over 20 All-NBA selections, arguing that no one could match that resume. The numbers made the case sound unbeatable on paper, especially for LeBron James. But when the fan asked how anyone could compare, Charles Barkley didn't attack LeBron at all. Instead, he first agreed the accomplishments are great and called him one of the best he's ever seen, then calmly shifted the discussion to a bigger point, that greatness is not judged by stats alone and that impact, dominance, and context also matter when comparing legends like LeBron and Michael Jordan.
It's just different eras. I love LeBron. I'm not going to say anything bad about him. He didn't go to college for 3 years. You have to factor that in also. He had a 3-year head start on Michael. Okay, since you want me that. So, I'm going to just give a couple of things about, if he wanted to do it fair, he would say, well, how many games did Michael Jordan play compared to LeBron?
LeBron James went straight to the NBA at age 18, while Michael Jordan played 3 years of college basketball at North Carolina before turning pro, which meant LeBron started building HAS pro stats several years earlier. Because of that head start, HAS career totals include thousands of extra points, rebounds, and assists that Jordan didn't have the chance to collect while he was still in school. In response to this kind of comparison, Charles Barkley suggested a different way to judge theorem. Instead of just looking at total career numbers, compare what each player did over the same number of NBA games. Framed that way, the argument says Jordan scored significantly more points over an equal number of games, showing how averages and efficiency can tell a different story than raw totals alone.
And actually, if you look at the numbers, Michael actually had 5,000 more points in his career, same number of games. 5,000, which is 2.5 NBA seasons. But you have to factor in, Michael went to college for 3 years. And if you remember, he broke his foot his first year, and he retired for 2 years. So if Michael went to the NBA 3 years sooner, not missed his rookie year with a broken foot, and not retired for 2 years, he would be the all-time leading scorer.
Charles Barkley continued HA's argument by saying that Michael Jordan lost almost a full season early in HA's career because of a broken foot and 10 stepped through 2 more seasons to play minor league baseball, so HA's career totals were limited by missed time. He argued that if Jordan had entered the NBA at 18 like LeBron James and never missed 2 years, he might be the ultimate leading scorer today. Barkley also highlighted a stat discussed on Inside the NBA showing that Jordan hit more 30-point games in fewer seasons than LeBron has in many more years, using this to say that playing longer doesn't automatically mean performing at a higher level. He pointed out that Jordan has the highest career scoring average and many more scoring titles, while LeBron's record comes mainly from playing more seasons, arguing that lasting longer and scoring at a higher rate are 2 different kinds of achievements.
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
Did you ever look at how many shots Michael Jordan took and how many shots LeBron took?
I did not.
Michael Jordan.
They were both gunners.
Michael Jordan took way more shots.
Well, that was his job.
You know, it's all about winning championships and winning.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Charles Barkley says the debate is not just about stats but about how our careers were built. He explains that Michael Jordan stayed with the Chicago Bulls for HA's whole title run, took 12 losses from the Detroit Pistons, and instead of leaving, worked harder and eventually led HA's team to 6 championships with mostly the same core players. In contrast, LeBron James changed the teams when situations became difficult, first leaving Cleveland to join stars like Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami, later returning and pushing for a trade for Kevin Love, and then moving again to the Los Angeles Lakers to team up with Anthony Davis. Barkley believes this pattern of switching teams to build new title paths is different from Jordan's Anitiam dynasty, and that's why he has long ranked Jordan first, Kobe Bryant second, and LeBron third. Charles Barkley calls it team sticking, meaning building super teams by choosing star teammates. Julius Erving even left LeBron James off HA's top 2 ultimate teams for that reason, seeing LeBron helped start the trend of putting these star rosters together. Some people argue that Michael Jordan also had star help from Scottie Pippen, but supporters say the situation was different because Pippen was drafted by the Chicago Bulls through scouting, not recruited by Jordan in free agency. They also point out that Jordan didn't leave when the Detroit Pistons kept beating Chicago in the playoffs, he stayed and eventually beat TRM. The debate ended with a simple question to the fan: if you hit one game same with everything on the line, who would you pick, LeBron, Jordan or Kobe Bryant? Even after hearing all the arguments, the fans still chose LeBron.
So and let me tell you something. LeBron, we compare him favorable to Magic Johnson. He's a more of a triple threat than Michael was. I'll agree with that. But let me ask you a question. I want you to be honest with me in your heart. If you had one game and you said, I need to win game 7, would you want LeBron, Michael, or Kobe in one game win all?
LeBron.
Okay.
Point actually supports what Charles Barkley has been arguing. Michael Jordan never had to play a game 7 in the NBA Finals because he finished every championship series before it reached that stage. He went to the finals 6 times and won all 6, earning Finals MVP each time and keeping a perfect record on the biggest stage. In the 1993 Finals against the Phoenix Suns, he averaged an incredible 31 points per game for the series. LeBron James also has an impressive finals history with 10 appearances, but 6 of those ended in losses, including 3 against the Golden State Warriors. Some people say reaching the finals and losing is still better than not getting there, which is fair, but the key difference is that when Jordan reached the finals, he won every time.